Welcome to your training on the Lesson Builder. The Lesson Builder customizes activities to fit students' learning goals. And with this Lesson Builder, it is a great area to customize the lessons and activities that you want the children to complete on abcmouse.com in school or at home. Now, you will have the option to create lessons for the teacher to use in whole group lessons, small groups, groups of children, and even individual students. During this training, I am going to demonstrate how the class builder is set up into groups by different ability levels. I will also demonstrate how the lesson builder operates and that you will have no limit to the number that you can add into the lesson builder. You will be able to organize and clear out the lessons at any time. And then we will be going through where to find the activities that you have placed in the lesson builder on each child's home page. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and we will be starting right here in our class builder. Now, this class builder is optional for you, and it does give you the ability to go ahead and build different classes or different groups within your own classroom. So when you come in here first, it's going to give you the option to add a class, name your class. Once you do that and click on add, it will go ahead and pop up right here in the columns that you see. From here, you can take your list of students off to the right and take any student you want by dragging their name and placing them into the correct class that you have now created. The students can be in more than one class. So here for your next tab, you have groups. So this is good if you do have students possibly working on an activity together, or even different children working at different levels within your classroom. So you want to group them by level. Again, it does work the same way. Go ahead and click add a group, name your group, click add, and it will pop up here at the top of a column. Same format, you're going to go off to the right, use your class list. Go ahead and take any student you want by dragging their name and placing them into whatever group you want them in. You will notice the numbers do change by the student's name depending on how many groups and classes you've placed them in, so it will give you that nice little visual off to the side. And then when you're finished here, you're all ready to go into your lesson builder. Now again, this part is optional. You will see it does help to plan lessons for your groups or your classes if you do go ahead and use it ahead of time. Once we're in our lesson builder, it will give you the option just to check off the group name or the class name. And what it will do is open up all your students' folders at one time, placing the activities in each one for you. All right, so we're going to head back to our teacher home. And we're going to head right into our lesson builder. You will find that tab on your teacher homepage right below the class builder. And we're going to head in here first and just watch a quick little how-to video that is always there for you to go back and view again if you need it as a resource. Once the video is complete, we will go through this area together.
The Lesson Builder is a tool that teachers can use to build lessons for their students. Lessons that are built with the Lesson Builder will appear on the student's My Lessons page. To see the Lesson Builder, you must be logged into the teacher's account. Then, go to the Teachers section and click on the Lesson Builder link. When you are building a lesson, step 1 is to select the student, students, learning groups, or classes that you want to build the lesson for at the top of the page. In step 2, you can select abcmouse.com's learning activities according to the subject, reading, math, world around us, or art and colors, the category, music and songs, the library, puzzles, or games, or the area of the site that they appear in, basics, the zoo, the farm, or toddler time, depending on what you selected in step 2. In step 3, you will usually have the option of selecting a more specific type of learning activity. For example, if you have chosen reading in step 2, then you can choose from reading learning activities that are most appropriate for preschool, pre-K, or kindergarten students in step 3. Clicking on one of the tabs then allows you to narrow down your choice of activities even more. Once you have made these selections, the window at the bottom of the page shows learning activities that match your choices. As an alternative to following these 1, 2, 3 steps to choose activities, You can also search for activities by entering keywords into the search field and clicking on Search. This opens up a window showing activities that match your search entry. Once you have identified an activity that you want to put into a student's My Lessons page, click and drag it over into the window at the right of the screen. If you change your mind, drag the activity into the recycle bin just below that window. The current selection window at the top right will always remind you who you are building a lesson for. As step 5 in building a lesson, you can, if you wish, arrange the order in which activities appear on the My Lessons page by clicking on the Organize Lesson button at the bottom right. Then, just click and drag activities to arrange them in the desired sequence. The Lesson Organizer also allows you to easily clear all activities out of the My Lessons page to make room for a new lesson.
So that was just a brief description of this area, and it really is that simple. You just want to go ahead and follow your steps here. Starting with number 1, this is where you do want to choose who you're planning for. And as you do check off that box, you will notice that the avatar appears at the top current selection off to the right-hand corner. I like putting everything in my teacher folder as well. So if I am working on some group activities in my classroom page, I can pull them up in the Lesson Builder section. Here you can choose all your students at once. Or this is where if you did go ahead and create different classes or different groups in that class building section, you can go ahead and open up your classes and go ahead and plan just by that class. Same thing for your groups. Go ahead and open up any group. Your students will pop up to the side, and now you can plan for just that group. In this drop-down section, you also have the ability just to plan for one student or a couple of students just by checking their name. So this is great if you do have a student who's struggling with a certain concept. You can always put some extra activities into his or her folder just to give them some extra reinforcement. Now again, this section can be activated from home or from the classroom, so they do have the option, no matter where they are, to work on the lesson building section. I'm going to go ahead and leave it for my teacher and all my students. And then traveling down to number 2, you can choose what subject or category or area you'd like to focus on. It will change down below for you. Number 3, you can choose what level you want to look at. And then you can start going through all the different activities, and anything that you see you want to use, you can just grab and drag into number 4. You can change your categories by using the tabs up at the top here. And you also do have that ability to search for a specific term or theme that you're working with. So in your search bar, you can go ahead and type. So let's say we're looking for some activities for summer. Hit search, and your new window will open up with those activities. Again, you can go through, grab anything you like, and drag it into your number 4 building window. From here, you can go through and see what you've added. It will hold a lot of activities, as you can see, but if there is something you want to go ahead and take out from here, you do have that ability to drag it and recycle it. I prefer going into number 5, Organize My Lessons. It just pops up a little bit larger here for you to be able to see all your activities. In this section, you do have that ability to move them around. So if you want them to appear in a certain order for the students, you can go ahead and place them in that order. However, it does not mean they have to complete them in this order. Again, it will hold a ton of activities, so you can place as many as you like in here. And you also do have the ability of taking some out and recycling. So choose whose folder you would like to take activities out of. And again, you have that ability to grab and recycle. Now, most of our schools do this weekly or bi-weekly or once a month, depending on how they want to use this section, whatever's easiest and works best for your location. It allows the children, again, to log in from school or home and get that extra reinforcement of whatever skills you're working on. But if you are ready to clear everything out and start fresh, you would go into number 5, your Organized Lessons section. Go ahead and click on Clear. It will ask you if you're sure. Hit yes, and then it will take everything out and allow you to head back into your lesson builder and start again. You notice our number 4 window is now clear, and we're all ready to start fresh. Now you can go through the same process here in your lesson builder, and you also have the option off to the side to search by standards. If you click on that button off to the left, that tab there, it will open up with this window and these drop-down choices for you for your different learning objectives. You can open up any of them by clicking on the green arrow. And once you want to see the activities, just double-click and highlight the area you'd like to look at. Again, you want to choose who you are planning for. You can click and drag any activity that you like from this area. Or if you want to go ahead and use all of them, just click Select All and Add to My Lessons. Once you do that, it will go ahead and add all the activities into whoever's folders you choose. And you can go ahead and pop into number 5 again so you can see those activities. And there they are. Now from this area, for number 6, Go to My Lessons, you do have the ability to go into any of your students' folders to see the activities. So if you do want to see if they are completing the activities, you can go into their folder this way, just by clicking their name. You can see here that we are in Anita's folder. Her avatar is off to the left. Here's all the activities that you've placed in it. And again, that star here will go ahead and show you that Anita has completed this activity, and the number will tell you how many times. So the children do have the ability to do the activities more than once, and they do have the option to change the difficult level or level of difficulty for each of those activities you see here, such as the puzzles. If I go ahead and pop into one of them here, let's choose our P for peanut. You can see at the top they have the option to choose what level they want to do from easiest to hardest. So let's go ahead and just perform this activity here. And of course I have the volume turned off, but there is volume to go along with it, and as they complete the activity they will earn their tickets. So this is a great option for the teachers to be able to check and see if the child is completing their activities. Again, you go into number 6 and just choose whatever child you would like to check. The parents as well from home can go in and check and see if their child's completing the activity. And we're going to go ahead and show you how they will do that from their home as well. So when they log in from home, they are logging into their child's home account, so it will look a little bit different from yours. They will see their child's home page. They have that ability to access those customized lessons from the lesson building section by clicking on their My Lesson icon right here under Things to Do. And you will notice it will look the same. They'll pop in and be able to see all those activities, again, helping to reinforce those skills you're focusing on in the classroom, really building that teacher-parent connection. They also do have the ability to access their My Lesson section from their About Me page. And again, it's that same icon that you see here down to the right-hand side. All right, so we're going to head back into our teacher home. This is going to go ahead and conclude your session for your lesson building section. Again, remember that it is linked directly to the home account. So again, it allows for a fun and easy school-to-home connection between the teachers, the parents, and the students. I do thank you for your time today, and please do not hesitate to let us know if you have any questions.